Learning. This is the topic of health, the last video of 10 in the flipped learning class model. This is a pilot project, and the goal is to increase motivation and confidence in English speaking or English communication. Milk and honey is the topic, and we want to focus on the arguments of who will benefit and whose rights are to be held as more important. Milk and honey without cows or bees. What is your opinion? Being the last video, we want to check. The statement has been decided and agreed to. Fantastic. Set the teams. That's done. Choose the position each side will depend, for or against. That is decided. It should have been maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. As a team, choose which point each person or team will present. Now that we've been working on many weeks ago, when each person had their own point and developing support and opposition to it. So that should be already done. Each person will listen to the opposite point and create a new response to what the other person has presented. That should be already done, and in video 9 we did that if-then, so that should already be a practice. So just double check to make sure everything is done. And if you haven't done it, keep practicing. Most debates allow for one presentation from each team member initially. So you get one shot to make your point. This will be followed by a rebuttal. Rebuttal is opposing view, in which specific points can be addressed with the rebuttal presented by the person who has the information at hand. So each team will have their chosen person for a specific topic or idea. And so that person will do the rebuttal and present the next point. So team A, point 1, first person, usually you have an opening remarks. An opening remarks, like your introduction, will have this is what we are going to present. And you have usually a time limit, but it's a little flexible. And then you have your first point. So your opening person will have the introduction. This is what our team is going to present. These are the arguments, and who's going to do the arguments. And then they will present their point in 3 minutes. When I said read, write everything, you have that paper in front of you so you can read it. Okay, you don't have to memorize it, but you should read it. It's much easier. Then the opposing team will respond to the point and give a new point. 1 minute rebuttal, 1 minute to oppose. 1 minute to say, we disagree because, and give the solution, give the support that you have. But only 1 minute, so you have to be very precise. Don't get excited. And then you have 3 minutes, which you already have this point that you want to make. So you have the paper already. Read the paper. And then B, the second person, will rebut the point and give a new point. So each person goes in a cycle. Okay, A team, B team rebut and point, A team rebut and point. Okay, each person gives a new idea, a new argument, and to see who has the best arguments for or against. Just continue practicing this. You're going to have a couple more weeks to practice, but you've already been thinking about this, you've been practicing a little bit. Okay, so it's not new, it takes time, you're getting more confident. And after all the persons have spoken, then often there's an opening response. So everybody can have their final, this is my final point. Usually it's a one minute report or 1 minute support idea. Okay? And you can have this disagreement. You don't just disagree, you provide support for your disagreement. You would challenge their viewpoint. Think of it as a challenge, not a disagreement. And you need a response. And then you have closing arguments. One person should be ready to close and bring all your ideas together, just like your conclusion that you did before. Following the opposition, the public will be invited to ask relevant questions. If there's time and the moderator says yes, the public can have points for each person or one or two people, and you will respond. You can't prepare for these, and so you have to have your support, your facts, your opposition. You have to be prepared, and that's why you do that facts sheet. It will really help you. If you do your reference sheet, it will really help you. Have that information ready for you. It's there, and when somebody asks you a question, you can easily do it. That's just the final little touches as you prepare for the final one. These three, the date and where, that should be from day one. You should put that there. Your team names, what you're going to call yourself, and the statement to defend, and judges, that should be done. The statement will be made already earlier. That should be made. We talked about that. And who are the judges? Just fill in the names. So this is it's at the end of the book, but should have been done earlier in the beginning, and then the final judges and team names things can be done at the end. This is only part of a curriculum. It's a pilot project right now. Challenging the status quo is important for students to discover and explore new ideas. Moving out of a personal comfort zone heightens the motivation to take risks. Creating this challenge through debate builds a better foundation for any future job or discussion. It is not helpful to poke eyes out only, but it is useful to understand why the blindness and have a solution to stop the problem. Going beyond to the expansion into easy essay writing. Good essays are able to build and defend an argument, and that's what they are really. Building a structure for debate will springboard off this skill set. So now you've built this debate, and you can move to essay writing. You understand better, you can use references, and creating the challenge through debate. You don't have to poke eyes out. Don't poke at people. You are wrong. No. Disagree. Provide support. Now you have how to do it. Understand the blindness. Why are people not understanding the problem? That's how you approach, and you will win both argument and the debate when you are asked to create a presentation about a project that you love. You can present your idea, it can be accepted, you can win people's ideas and their thinking. If they challenge you, you will be ready, and in a company, that is most important. Go in, be ready to present your ideas, communicate, be ready for a challenge because you have support. Now you've done it, and now when you go to your job in the future, you will win the argument for your idea. Whose idea is better? The one who has the better argument, and you have it because you did this. Thank you very much. I hope you really enjoyed. My name is Professor Paul R. Friesen. I'm Assistant Professor at Korea Nazarene University in 2021. Next, this week you practice your arguments. You've begun to practice for the debate. You'll soon have the real debate. Review vocabulary from the original story. Continue to practice. Continue to research. Build support. More facts. More facts. More facts for and against. More facts. Facts are key to defending your argument and your statement. Do you feel ready? You're never ready until it's over. See you at the debate.